What shapes a future? Is it money? Circumstance? Biology? Is it the person you see when you look in the mirror? Or is it how you see that person in the mirror? This is one of the most debated topics. Nature versus nurture. Talent versus skill. Internal versus external. A recent Pew poll found that 71% of Americans said that people are poor primarily because they face obstacles in life. Everyone faces obstacles in life unique to them. Everyone suffers and struggles in one form or another. But what makes the difference? What truly impacts someone's future? Let's find out. What do you think has the biggest impact on someone's future?
That one stoops me a little. I think it's hard because I think that money plays a really big role in people's lives. I think that money gives people the ability to, live in a decent place and have access to decent food. And I think that it's really easy to fall into a place where the biggest proponent for what is going to impact your future is money. But when I hear that question, the answer I want to say is kindness. I think that being kind to one another, receiving kindness, I think that's what makes the biggest change in people's lives.
Yeah, I'm in the same. At the end of the day, I think I go back to money too, just especially, being post-grad and everything, getting into the world and realizing everything is so expensive, and it's hard to get your feet right. But at the end of the day, I'm in the same boat as I think just we need to stop the judgment, we need to spread love, we need to fix the way we talk to one another and how we all are one. And I think at the end of the day that gets confused sometimes, and I think that's the biggest. It's just love. We just need more love.
I think the biggest influence on others' future is when we do good and just kind of spreads, and even if they don't actually carry that forward, just by them observing it will improve everything, and it spreads out from there.
I genuinely think their environment, like what she said earlier, support system, who you surround yourself with will take you a long way. It's easier to have a certain mindset if you surround people with the same mindset. So I just think peer support really does impact your life.
I agree. I think you are who you surround yourself with, and it's all about your mindset. If you, like I said earlier, if you just want to sit and have everyone pity you because you came from somewhere else, didn't come from money, or don't want to make your own in the world, then that's your own choice. But if you have a positive mindset, you can do whatever you put your mind to. As long as you have the work ethic and try as hard as you can, I think you can do whatever you want to do.
I don't know that there's any one thing. Without a doubt, mindset and the way that you approach life, I think, is one of the biggest catalysts. Your ability to take personal responsibility and accountability for everything. I think the biggest problem we have in the world today is the victim culture and the blaming and the lack of responsibility that we take. And so if I was to summarize one thing, I would say it is responsibility. I think responsibility follows blame. So if you blame everybody else, you're giving them the responsibility and the power. And if you blame yourself, then you're taking the power back and giving yourself the opportunity to change it. So for me, I can only speak from my personal experience, but anytime I haven't been happy with where I'm at, or where I knew I needed to make a great change in my life, the single thing that gave me the capacity to do that was taking absolute responsibility and accountability for where I was. And then that gave me the power to start to move forward or move in a different direction. So I think if there was one thing, it's your ability to be radically honest and take responsibility.
What do you think has the biggest impact on someone's future?
People's mental health. And there are some people that can't help their defects. And I say that because when I was a child, I was a bigger kid. I grew up on the farm. And they'd give me a kid that had some problem and that would end up having spasms, and I'd take care of them or some other handicapped kid. But your own personal attitude makes all the difference. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is or who it is. It doesn't matter your loss or what you gain. People enjoy the fact that they get a new child and a wife, but there's a lot into losing people. Look at things where there's good and that you have a future. You know, people talk about self-help and positive thinking. Just read the Bible. You'll find out more about it than that. Your personal attitude makes everything. I mean, it's not a positive thing. It's not I'm gung-ho. It's really, are you a happy person inside? You aren't a happy person, because I know what that's like. It's how you look at things daily. They say you can give somebody $1 million and they'll blow it, and a rich man won't. It's how you go about things. Now, there's a lot of metaphors you see on YouTube and everything else, and for everything you read. A rich man's attitude is to always do something positive. Not that all of them is, but you don't have to have money to be rich.
So is it external or internal? What actually shapes a future? These answers revealed more nuance than simply one or the other. Circumstances matter. The people around us matter. Opportunities matter. But again and again, the answers kept taking us somewhere deeper. Kindness and love, doing good, mindset, responsibility, and the belief that overcoming is still possible. Your environment and those around you help shape your future. But who is responsible for your life? Scripture says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. How you respond to the hand you're dealt can turn a desolate hope into a fulfilled future. If what's inside determines your future, how do you respond? How do others respond? What action is being taken to build the future people want? In the next video, we discover the actions that real people are taking to build the futures they want.
A rich man's attitude is to always do something positive. Not that all of them is, but you don't have to have money to be rich.